I mean, I think they have to bring in a veteran quarterback to compete with JJ. I think it's, a big mistake that they made last year, kind of just handing over the reins and not having a veteran to compete with them. There certainly were a few options, one of which is playing this weekend in the NFC Championship game. Another one in Daniel Jones that was in the locker room last year. This doesn't mean that JJ can't be your quarterback of the future, but just, you know, handing him over a Super Bowl caliber roster and saying like, okay, go for it, and not having a veteran that is in that room and competing against him. I ultimately think that you're not setting him up for success. I think the Vikings organization realizes that, they're set up to win right now, and, JJ can still be the guy. And ultimately we can see, another veteran quarterback, maybe, a guy who's trying to find a home, has played good football, but would be willing to come in on a 1-year deal and compete. I think that's ultimately how you'll get the best out of JJ and set the team up for success in 2026.
Who would be your target? Is it Daniel? That deal is not done. He could Aaron, Tua, Kyler,
Mac Jones. I think there's a lot of options. To me, if I'm looking at that list, Aaron, if he wants to come back and make a run with, an incredibly talented roster in a division that he's very familiar with. Ultimately, Daniel, I'd love to see Daniel stay in Indy long term. It's a shame that the roster got beat up the way it did. Obviously, Daniel had the injury with the broken leg, then the Achilles. So I'd love to see him stay there long term. But yeah, bringing somebody in, I think doesn't really matter who it is. There's plenty of high caliber veteran quarterbacks that could come in, and Kevin always gets the most out of them. There's no better quarterback whisperer than KOC, and I think he would be a great spot if you're a veteran quarterback like a Tua trying to revitalize your career.